Hi, I'm Vaishali Advant. I own the brand Paparazzi and Sequel Productions. And I'm a night owl, so I just thought of talking on a topic of how art and science are taught differently. A lot of people are interested in art nowadays because the entire world, even conservative places that were once, feeding on and taking pride in being traditional, people still do take pride in the traditions, but a lot of people, the Hopeful Eye has opened up to quirky fashion, contemporary fashion. So people are also taking interest in arts and fashion as a profession. And this is one important information that I would like to share, that if you have been from the science background or if you're from the background of technology, you will find the teaching of art to be an entire different ball game, because they do not spoon feed you on how to be artistic. They do not spoon feed you on how to be aesthetic. You need to develop your own artistic sense. They can only teach you skill to paint and draw. You need to develop your own imagination. You need to come up with your own theme and ideas and thoughts. If you really want to develop your mind as an artist, whether you want to get into the field of fashion or art direction or graphic design for that matter, if you're choosing a creative field where colors, pattern are involved, you need to not just have out of the box thinking. Your approach towards learning also has to be different. In science, people teach you the subject, you know, with a lot of details and a lot of information. When you join the field of art, nobody is going to provide you information. There is no knowledge base. You need to develop the artistic sense on your own. So you might feel that, people are just teaching you some stuff and leaving you to be on your own. So you might find it very difficult to digest if you're new to the field of art, but that's how it is taught. So these are my insights. If you are interested to join the field of fashion or any of the arts or creative industry, you need to have a very different mindset, especially if you're, dealing with work that involves colors and patterns. You need to have a different kind of approach and different kind of thinking towards how to create a certain type of product, whether you're doing it commercially. Now, again, commercial artistic sense is a very different thing. And then something you do it as to represent your individualistic style. That kind of work is very different. So when you choose this line of work, you need to think if you are doing it for a commercial value or just pure artistic value, because there are different levels of, you know there are different kind of fields involved in the field of arts. So you need to have information about what kind of artist you want to be, whether you want to be a commercial artist, whether you want to be, a very individualistic artist who just wants to show his style and ideas, or you want to create commercial products. So based on what you want to do, you need to develop that kind of artistic sense, and nobody is going to teach that to you. They can only teach you basics. They can only teach you about color palettes and patterns, but later on, it is your own, individualistic work on how you create certain concepts with whatever resources you have and whatever knowledge you have. So, this is my informative vlog on the difference between how art is approached when it comes to learning art and learning science and technology, how the learning pattern and the, how what you perceive when you're learning these subjects, how that how there's vast difference between the two. This is what I'm talking about today. I hope you find this vlog very useful.